Like, wow, everybody. Welcome back to Slayer Talk. And now your hosts, Mark and Carol.
Whoa.
What's up, Scooby? You want a Scooby snack?
Oh yeah, I've got some Scooby snacks right here. Scooby Dooby Doo. Hello everybody. My name is Mark. With me as always is my fiance Carol.
How you doing today, Carol? Hey, what's up? That's how that's supposed to go, sir.
Sorry. I forgot my line.
We had a couple of cocktails, so I apologize in advance.
Well, welcome back to Slayer Talk, our Buffy the Vampire Slayer show. It's May 12th, 1998.
I feel like we needed a couple of cocktails to get through.
Oh my
this.
God. To get through Becoming.
Oh, part one. There will be a second part.
There will be a second part tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, next week.
I wish it was tomorrow. I can't stand waiting.
Next week.
Don't you wish we could just watch it all at once?
It would be awesome if we could
having
just
to wait and wait. Especially they made us wait like 6 or 8 weeks. I don't even remember how many weeks it has been.
Apparently, Sarah Michelle Gellar is filming movies.
Well, I mean, I know she was in How I Know What You Did Last Summer.
How I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's the parody version of that movie. How I Know What You Did Last. And it's just a guy in a tweed coat sitting in a chair being like, let me explain to you how I knew what you were doing last summer.
Goodness gracious.
She was in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yes.
And Scream 2.
Yes.
Second time.
Smaller role.
Oh, yeah. But I think she's going to be in some other movie, too. Coming up, but she's the new hotness.
Yeah, she's got a career that is taking off, which is not a great sign for a television show's longevity.
Right? Seriously, like I don't know. She's very in demand. I don't know how much she can do this. Like Michael J. Fox, for instance, right? He was on Family Ties. Alex P. Keaton.
Yes,
and he did Back to the Future, and he filmed. I think this is how it went. He filmed Family Ties during the day, and he filmed Back to the Future at night.
Holy shit, that poor man!
I know, just like killing himself for this for both roles. But that's obviously not a sustainable thing.
No,
and I don't know how long it was after he was in that movie that Family Ties went off the air, or he went off to college or something like that. Like it's one of those things where weekly episodic television shows are great. And I'm sure it's a great check for the actors, but it's not something you can... It's a lot of work. It's not something you can do and make movies at the same time.
Well, you remember they made her a Rat Run episode.
Right. Well, that was so she could be on Saturday Night Live.
I was kind of thinking that maybe the other Slayer could take over if something happened, but that's not an option anymore. Oh, so sad.
You know how that sound that it makes on Price is Right when you get something wrong? Doo, 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 doo.
Right.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I wonder if another Slayer will pop up to take her place, because another Slayer's popped up to take Buffy's place when she died.
That's true.
So is there always going to be two?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Because the only reason that she came about was because Buffy died, quote unquote. I mean, like really died, but briefly.
Yeah.
And then was brought back. I wonder if, what the fuck? What?
Yeah, I mean, is the universe...
Who's running this, by the way?
Right? Is the universe smart enough to correct its mistake, or is it just going to keep glitching out more Slayers?
Seriously. But that's something that hadn't occurred to me. Who is running this? Who's deciding there's going to be another Slayer?
God.
You think that's what it is?
Well, God or magic God or whatever. Whatever.
Hey, look, it's Magic God. Oh, look, over there's boring old God.
Whatever.
Hey, guys, I could still do stuff, too.
Whatever God runs the universe that has vampires and slayers and werewolves,
okay,
that's the one.
Yeah, interesting. Because it reminds me a little bit of, like, the Dalai Lama, right?
Sure.
Are you familiar with that?
I know who the Dalai Lama is.
So the Dalai Lama exists, and
Sure.
then, like, the theory, or what, I don't know how, with a faith, whatever you want to call it, their belief.
What is it, Hindu?
Yeah, is that there's the Dalai Lama, and then when he dies, he will reincarnate in another body. And while he's alive, they eventually identify who the next Dalai is going to be.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Like a child's born, and they're like, that one's going to be the next Dalai.
But he's not dead yet.
But his soul's going to go into that kid.
But they don't know.
And so then they prepare that kid.
How do they know?
They don't, because it's bullshit. But
hey, that's mean. Hey, I'm sorry to all our Hindu listeners who may, worship Dalai Lama.
I'm not even 100% sure it's Hindu, but
Okay, whoever worships the Dalai Lama, we apologize.
for all of our Nepalese listeners,
We are
sorry,
not-
and we stand with you against China.
We are not
Or Tibet,
smart
sorry.
when it comes to religion.
You got a hell of a mountain over there.
So maybe cocktails before recording is not the best idea.
Oh, I think they love it. But anyway, so that's how that works. But that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of that, the Slayer.
Sure.
Like, oh, we chose one. So maybe there will be another one. I
I
don't know.
mean,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
because she's been being prepared since she was a child, she said. Oh, I get it now.
Dalai Lama.
But aren't there a bunch of them, too, that are prepared?
Dalai Lamas?
No, Slayers. I
Oh,
don't think they anticipate the Dalai Lama to die a bunch of times.
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I know that Sarah Michelle Gellar wasn't prepared.
No, they messed up with her.
Well, one thing that we found out in this episode is that the nagging question of, is the movie canon? It is not.
That makes me so sad. I like Christy Swanson. I like Luke Perry. I like the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
Suddenly you turned into Darth Vader for a second. Luke Perry.
Luke, I am your father.
Here's my take on it.
Yes.
The Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but just in a different dimension.
Sure.
That's a different reality, and that's its own thing. And maybe one day there will be sequels to that. Maybe they'll write books or something like that, like they do with Star Trek and Star Wars and shit like that. But, and maybe they already have. I don't know, because I don't follow that stuff. But the show is something different. The show is from, it's a different reality.
But I mean, isn't it all based off some comic book?
I don't think so.
Or am I crazy?
Well, I think you're crazy.
Oh.
I think Joss Whedon wrote it directly for the screen, I believe.
Never mind. Sorry, Joss Whedon.
I think he created it.
Is he related to Will Wheaton from Star Trek?
No. Because one's name is Wheaton, and the other one's name is Whedon.
Oh, come on.
With a T and a D. Oh, come on.
They could be related.
You know what? Actually, they are related. I was trying to cover it up, but...
Thank you. That makes my life happy.
Will Wheaton. Can you spell Will Wheaton's name?
W-I-L.
Oh! I thought I was gonna trip you up. That's
No,
right.
sir.
It's Will with one L.
W-H-E-A-T-O-N.
You got it.
I watched a lot of Star Trek with my mother. She is a Trekkie.
Everyone hated Wesley for some reason.
Aw, I didn't.
Well, I know. You probably had a crush on Wesley.
I did not. I had a crush on Will Riker
Did you?
and Deanna. Getting them together would have been fantastic.
They got together.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean you getting them together?
Shh.
Oh, my God. Maybe cocktails wasn't a good idea.
Okay, so Buffy the Vampire Slayer is what we are here to talk about.
Yeah, not Menage a Troy.
Okay.
That was an episode of I almost said Quantum Leap. That was an episode of Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Wow, that's dirty
Menage a
shit.
Troy.
Okay, so anyway, Buffy. This episode is called Becoming. And we learn about how Angel...
You becoming when you see Riker and Troy.
Shut up.
Go ahead.
Okay, So, Angel becoming a vampire is something we learn about.
Yeah, I guess that's what the becoming is.
Well,
sure.
then there's also later somebody else says they're becoming.
That other vampire slayer became a corpse.
That happens, yeah.
Rest in peace. Sorry.
Anyway, Angel was like hanging out in an alley
Yep.
in the 1800s,
I think it was
1500s,
the
1400s.
1700s.
There we go.
You got all around it.
I was throwing at the dartboard and just missing that bullseye.
Well, it's so funny because darts was the image that was in my head as well.
And there's the very pretty blonde girl.
It sounds like it seemed like he was an Irish dude.
Yes.
And he was just out with his drinking buddy.
Yes.
Hey, what's up?
And he offers to escort this lady because she's all alone in an alley with a bad reputation.
It's the one that was Darla from like season 1.
I think
that
so.
they killed.
I mean, she
it
looks
was.
similar.
It was 100% her.
That's weird because, like, he didn't seem to think she was his maker or be sad about her being killed, did he?
Well, no. Like, I don't think he even saw her get killed. Like, it didn't seem like a big thing. I believe this is very retroactive that they're doing this. I don't think they had the idea of, Darla's probably his maker at the beginning.
But, yeah, she's the one in the alley.
Question. She's wearing a pretty low-cut dress.
Yeah, that does not seem
showing
canon
a lot of cleavage.
For the era.
Yeah, like, is that something that happened? I know they make dresses like that now. The princess dresses, and it's like, it shows a lot of cleavage and
They
everything.
make those dresses for serving wenches at the Renaissance Festival.
But I think
because those are low-class women that are of ill repute. I don't think a high-class woman would be showing that much boob.
Interesting. Okay.
Women who make a living with their boobs, they'll show them off.
I gotcha. All right. I didn't realize all that.
But she is showing off her boobs, even though she doesn't look like she's low class. It's a little weird.
Well, she smears blood on her boobs later.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. So yeah, she's like, "Let me show you this adventurous life. Come with me."
She literally says, "I can show you the world."
Right, and he climbs on her magic carpet.
She doesn't shave. It's a magic carpet down there. But no, seriously, she says, "Let me show you the world," or something like that. Like, I was thinking Aladdin the whole time she was talking.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, she drinks his blood, and then he drinks her blood off her breasts.
Right.
Because, men made this episode.
Joss Whedon wrote and directed this episode.
Right. So that's how Angel became a vampire, because he saw some hot blonde and was like, "Hey, let me help you, lady."
Right.
So
what a fucking idiot.
He was a nice guy.
Was his name Angelus?
Yes.
In Ireland in the 1700s?
I don't know.
Hey, Angelus.
Let's look it up in one of those baby name books.
His name was 100% Angus, and he changed it so it didn't sound so dumb.
Maybe.
Angus.
That makes sense.
Anyway, go ahead.
So in this episode, besides seeing him become a vampire,
right, we see him like start
stalking.
to corrupt Drusilla.
Yes. Yeah, he pretends to be a priest when she goes to confession. That is some fucked up shit.
Well,
and
he
then
had just killed the priest, so
yeah.
That's also fucked up shit.
But she's like, "Oh, I had this vision, and my mom says I'm evil," and he's like, "Yeah, you are."
Your mom's right.
You should just give in and be evil.
Right.
Poor Drusilla, because she's like, "I want to be a good girl."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're evil." And then, like, we transition to her now when she's just like, "I met an old man in the alley and he got stuck in my teeth."
Right, seriously.
Oh.
Talk about magic carpet. And then we see him getting in the Romani village or whatever, getting his soul restored.
Yeah, they spared us having to watch him, completely do all the bad shit that we know he did.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, he gets his soul restored. And then, present day, Buffy and Willow and what the hell's her boyfriend's name?
Seth Green.
No, but it's not Seth Green. Her boyfriend has a name.
It's...
That's the actor's name.
The actor's named Seth Green.
I know.
Xander and...
There's Xander and
I
Cordelia.
almost had it.
Willow and Seth Green, and then Buffy all by herself, even though she's super hot blonde.
She is a super hot blonde, you're right. Start with an L?
No. Whatever. He's back this episode.
He's back.
They're getting in trouble for fucking PDA in the cafeteria.
Fucking in the cafeteria.
Well, okay, here's what I don't...
This is public displays of affection.
Here's what I don't get. Okay, they're creepy Ferengi Ferengi?
Ferengi?
Doesn't he look like a Ferengi from Star Trek?
Who?
The principal.
He does. Oh my god, he does. I didn't think about that before. He does look like a Ferengi without the fucking makeup.
So he's in there yelling at them.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it's Xander and Cordelia, whatever. But then Willow is sitting on this dude's lap.
Oz.
Which is highly inappropriate if you consider the fact that she's student teaching / being the actual teacher of a class.
Yeah. She's got some guy's erection pressed against her thigh.
It's weird. Like, she's a high school student, and yet.
Yeah. And yet she's a teacher now, too. She's part of the faculty. She should be in the faculty lounge.
Okay.
On the lunchroom.
I don't know. Well, I think they could do more in there.
Well, Oz isn't allowed in there. Or do you mean her and the Ferengi?
Ew.
Oh, my God. That guy is fucking creepy. I love him. I love his character and what a fucking dick he is.
Yeah.
But he's creepy. You're right.
But it's like finals week or whatever. And
yeah, everyone wants to die instead of take finals. It's so weird.
Her and Willow are in the classroom, and Buffy's pencil falls down right next to the disc. She reaches down and gets the pencil, doesn't find the disc.
Her hand brushes against the disc.
It falls down again, and she's like, it's like deja vu.
She made it fall down again.
Yeah.
She's like...
It's like deja vu.
It's
and then
fucking
she
weird.
reaches down and grabs the disc like she psychically knew it was there.
Yeah, it's weird.
So that's how they find out that that Angel's soul is restored. And how?
Can be restored.
How? And they bring it to Giles. So he's like, I can't do this magic. It's, this dark magic. It's too advanced. And Willow's like, well, I could do it. I've been studying.
Yeah. I've been studying Miss Calendar's recipes, and I can make a mean pot pie.
I don't think that sounds like a great idea. What are your thoughts here?
No, I think she's going to become Dark Willow.
You think she's going to be evil?
She's going to turn evil, yeah.
Can you really imagine Willow evil?
Just put some black eyeliner on her. Bang! Evil!
I guess we will see, because the plan is the other Slayer shows up. And
the one that's from Jamaica, man, or Brazil, or wherever.
And her and Buffy are discussing what to do about Angel. So they
got to kill Angel, man.
They have the recipe to restore his soul.
2 parts.
But they're also going to
1 part sugar.
They're also going to try to kill him. And in a third avenue of this weird episode, there's an obelisk that has been resurrected from somewhere that Giles is trying to translate, and they realize it opens up, but they don't know what's inside.
It's not really an obelisk, though.
I don't know.
It's a monolith. An obelisk is pointed at the Washington Monument.
Okay, whatever. A big statue thingy with writing on it.
I would call it a monolith.
Spike and Drusilla and Angel steal it because there's some evil demon inside that they want to resurrect. Because they're always trying to resurrect evil.
Very much like that one thing where it was like, I can't be destroyed by anything. And she kills him with a bazooka.
Right.
Just still maybe the best moment on TV ever.
But it's like the sword and the stone. Like, you have to be worthy to pull the sword out of him.
Exactly.
And Angel does this whole big speech walking up about everything I've been doing has been leading up to this moment. But he can't pull it out.
Like with Buffy. He can't pull it out.
It's hilarious. And Spike's like, someone wasn't worthy.
That was funny. I'm starting to like Spike a lot.
I love it. And yeah, Spike, go. Get him.
But yeah, he tries to pull it out, and suddenly we hear. Bum, bum, ba-dum,
So, in the
middle of the night,
Drusilla
I go walking in my sleep.
Drusilla goes to attack the school. Well, Buffy is going to attack Angel.
Right. Angel's keeping her busy.
Right. They leave the other Slayer, and all the rest of the Scooby Gang is there at the school.
The other Slayer should be able to protect.
You would think. She's been trained since she was like a baby.
Right, exactly.
But they're like, oh, it's never about you, Buffy. Ha ha ha. Like, they knew luring her away would get them what they want.
They're like, you always fall for this, which she kind of always does, but...
But, yeah, the other girls should be able to keep up.
What's funny is the way they get her out there, by the way, too, is they send someone that fucking conflagrates in front of the entire class, being like, Buffy, be there, be square.
Right.
In a tower of fire.
It is hilarious.
The teacher's just like, I guess, turn the page. Next lesson.
Right. How do they live in this town?
I know, it's a fucking madhouse. But yeah, so the other Slayer kills one of the vampires. There's like 4 vampires attacking.
Yeah.
Xander does better against the vampires than the Slayer
But
does.
he gets his arm broke.
Yeah.
But he keeps fighting to protect Cordelia, which is pretty cool. Go Xander. I'm proud of him.
100%. And she runs. Willow's like trapped under the stacks.
Yeah, she gets a bookshelf knocked over on her.
What's his name? Giles is knocked out. And fucking the other Slayer gets their throat slashed by Cordelia.
No, Drusilla. Drusilla walks up and she hypnotizes her. She's like, be in my eyes. Be one with me.
Be in me.
Yeah, it was pretty weird. Like, sexual, weird. Mm-hmm. But yeah, she slits her throat. There's no blood on the ground. Buffy arrives to slow-mo running to Angel's voiceover. Mm-hmm. No blood.
No.
Would blood have ruined it? Did you film it with blood and been like, nah, too much?
Did you
what did they do there, sir?
Did Drusilla have a straw and was just like,
right,
let me clean this up?
Yeah, I would like it.
Capri Sun style.
I would like it better if she slit her throat and drank it than that she just slit her throat and walked away, because it's so wasteful. Is her blood not good enough for you?
Wow,
she
racist.
Died. Drink her blood.
Fucking racist, Drusilla.
Right? So it ends with Buffy finding the dead Slayer.
Yep.
And it's a to be continued.
We also get, what's his name? Angel in 1996.
Oh, yeah.
Listening to Third Eye Blind.
Some dude named Whistler.
Whistler's mother.
He finds him in an alley. Alleys are a big part of Angel's story. And he's like, hey, you stink.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
And what, you're living on a rat a month? Let me show you how to live. There's all this blood being thrown away by butchers. And
he's like, what are you? And he's like, I'm a fucking demon.
Yeah.
But not all demons are bad.
Why is there a demon doing this? But yeah, he shows him Buffy. He started stalking Buffy in 1996 when she was in LA.
Good for him.
How fucked up is this?
It's pretty fucked up.
I mean, he's 100-something years old, stalking a teenage girl for multiple years, and then fucks her.
He played the long game.
Right?
And then he's like, he goes down to the Whistler, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna change my life and everything. I'm gonna do all the stuff I need to do. And he's like, fuck, how hot is this Slayer?
Yeah. She must be prettier than the last one.
I don't know about all that, Angel. Just wanted you to get out of the fucking alley.
But yeah, so that's how Angel gets out of the darkness. He's there just for Buffy. It's kind of ironic because she's the one that ends up sending him back.
Yeah. So, interesting episode.
Yes, I can't wait to see what happens next.
Hard to opine too much on it because it is really only half of a story.
Yeah, we'll find out the rest.
What do you think? Are they going to kill Angel? Are they going to restore his soul?
I mean, I think they should kill Angel, but I suspect they will restore his soul because that seems like the best thing to do for the drama.
Because David Boreanaz signed a 4-year deal.
Exactly.
I enjoyed it. It was a good episode.
Oh,
Lots
hell
of
yeah.
tension.
I hope you all watched it because it was good shit.
But, yeah, that's our episode for the week, Carol.
So you can write us at latefee1994AOL.com.
Yes.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com.
Yes.
And share the tapes with your friends.
Absolutely. And become a Patreon, part 1.
Because then you can get it sooner.
That's right. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.